Okay, guys. Hello, guys. How are you doing, guys?
How you doing, coach? I was completely confused when I
I've been
entered the
doing
room.
nice.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That was my other class. That class finished at 9 p.m. and then yours starts.
I really thought you changed the time. Change
No,
the time?
no,
I don't know, the schedule. No.
the
What it would
schedule.
be?
The
The
schedule.
schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I thought I would miss the class and I was thinking what I would do now, but then I saw the was the pre-intermediate.
Yeah, actually, it's pretty intermediate, guys. Anytime that we have to change the schedule, that I don't think so, I will let you know. Okay. So, for example, if I get sick, so I'm going to notify my boss, and my boss is going to notify you. Okay. And actually, we have a WhatsApp group, so we send all the information there. But no worries. So we're going to start right now. So let's start. Let me share my screen. Just give me 1 second. Cannot minimize when you are.
Hello, coach. How are you? How
I'm
was your
fine.
day?
It was actually tiring. I had to work, but it was nice. Thanks for asking. What about yours?
It was productive. Really,
Productive.
really. Yeah, productive. Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
How was your weekend, guys? How was your weekend? It was pretty short, right? Guys, how was your weekend?
Yes, teacher was short.
It was pretty short. Only 2 days. Well, actually 3 days resting. But just give me 1 second. Just let me share my screen. But this is loading. And we're going to start with another topic, I guess. Ah, yeah. Actually, this is one of my favorite topics because we are going to be talking about tenses. So let me share what I have for you today. Guys, before we start, do you have any questions about the homework, about the platform? No questions?
Which homework?
So, guys, do you remember that I told you that you have to do homework on a daily basis on the platform?
You
No?
didn't say.
Oh, the activities
Mm,
and the exams and all the stuff.
Oh,
Okay, okay.
oh, guys. Okay. So, guys, welcome to your class number 5. So, today we're going to start with this activity. We are going to be describing activities. So, for example, if I tell you, guys, what are these guys doing here? Ah, they are playing soccer. So, guys, tell me, what do you see in this picture?
We can see a lot of child playing.
Very good. Alex, what is the pluralization for child? Do we say childs or children?
Mm, I don't know, but I think it's children.
Very good. Yeah, so we can say, ah, teacher, I see a lot of children
What
playing.
is what is the difference between that word?
So, for example, I have one child, two children. So I'm using pluralization. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. What else? Flor
It's
Zuniga?
like
Uh-huh. Go ahead. Go ahead.
it's like woman or women, right?
Yes. So those are actually considered irregular nouns when we don't add the s, but we change the spelling. Like you said, woman, women, man, man, mouse, mice, and so on. So we're going to get into that later. But guys, what else do you see here? What else do you see?
I see girls jumping the rope.
Very good. I see girls jumping the rope. What else?
One child playing with his car.
Very good. Two boys playing soccer. One boy playing with his car. What else?
At the
A
back.
guy in a swing.
What do you say?
I think Columbia swing, right?
Yes.
Okay, a child is playing swing.
Very good.
Who is on
Excellent.
the swing?
Mhm. And what do you see here, guys? What do you see? What is she doing? What is she doing? What is this activity?
I think it's
So she is
Eating.
Feed.
feeding the dogs.
very good. She's feeding the dogs. Very good. What else? What is this boy doing here? What is he doing?
Using the top of a tree.
Very good. Excellent. What is this girl doing?
She's reading.
She's reading. Very good. What is this boy doing here?
He's riding a bike.
He's riding a bike. Excellent. So in this case, we were talking about activities, but in simple present progressive. What happens if I want to talk about these activities, but not in present, in past? So today we're going to be discussing about past progressive or past continuous. But first, what is past continuous? We have this one. Help me please, Fabiola. Is Fabiola here? All right. So help me with this one, Fernando Rincan.
Of course. Affirmative. Affirmative. To describe an action that started in the past and was interrupted by another action.
Continue.
Describe two actions that were in progress at the same time in the past.
Mhm.
And to tell stories.
Very good. So guys, if you're taking notes, I really want you to write this down. I want you to pay attention to the usage of past progressive because sometimes it's a little bit confusing. I mean, past progressive and simple past. So to understand past progressive, we first need to understand simple past. Okay? Do you remember simple past? When to use simple past? The structure of simple past? Do you remember that? Yes, no?
Yes, yes.
Kinda? Okay. So why am I emphasizing this? Is because for this usage to describe an action that started in the past and was interrupted by another action, we will use simple past. So we are going to mix the tenses. First, we are going to use past progressive. Then my simple past action is going to interrupt this action. Okay, we're going to get into that later. So we have the structure. Help me with this one,
Sorry.
Nelson. Yes, tell me.
So we're going to have two sentences and both are going to be in past.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Nelson, help me. Structure.
Subject plus was or were plus ing verb plus complement.
Excellent. So pay attention to this one. Was and where. Okay. Because depending on the subject, we are going to change this. And there we have an example. Alex, help me.
I was working on my computer last night.
Excellent. So I was working on my computer last night. Guys, is this action happening right now?
No.
Of course not, because we have a hint. We have last night. Even the structure is telling me that we are talking about an action in the past. So what happens if I change this one and I say, I am working on my computer right now? So the tense is totally different. I'm using present progressive, not past progressive. So that's the reason that a structure is important. Okay, so I was working on my computer last night. Let's continue. So we have a timeline. So we have my future, we have my present, and we have my past. So I want you to pay attention to this one. It says, I started watching TV at 8 p.m. and I finished at 10 p.m. So I want to talk about the transition, about the action between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. because it was in progress. So I have this example here. Flor,
I was watching TV at 9 p.m. yesterday.
very good. So pay attention to the structure. We are gonna use ing all the time that we are using past progressive. Okay, teacher, is there an exception? Never. Okay, ing verb all the time. The only thing that is going to change is going to be this little thing. Okay, my auxiliary verb is going to change. So I was watching TV at 9 p.m. So I was doing the action here between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. I was watching TV. Any questions so far? Any questions?
No,
No, clear?
I think no.
Okay,
Yes, I think.
I think. Let's continue. So we have, remember, let's see. Help me with this one. Fatima.
Okay. I, she, he, it was driving home.
Very good. Excellent. That was outstanding. But Fatima, how do you pronounce this? How do you pronounce this? This one, this little
Which
thing here.
it,
It. Vamos a ver. Let's see. How do you pronounce this one, guys?
It.
And this one?
It.
There you go. So, guys, remember, it, it. So this sound is longer. Eat, it. Okay. So just for you not to get confused. Okay. But very good. Thank you, Fatima. Let's see. Samuel.
You there. You they. We were driving home.
Very good. You were driving home. They were driving home. We were driving home. So pay attention when to use were and when to use was. Okay. I was driving home. She was driving home. He was driving home. It was driving home. You were driving home. They were driving home. We were driving home. Okay. But teacher, I have seen I wear. I have seen she wear. Yes, but actually that's another topic. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, that is conditionals. In conditionals, we can say I wear, she wear, he wear. But in past progressive, we will use I, she, he, it was. You, they, we, were. Okay? All right, let's continue. Oh, we have this. Help me with this one, please. Gilma, read this.
To describe an action that started in the past and was interrupted by another action.
How do you pronounce this once again?
Started
Started.
in the past and was interrupted by another action.
Excellent. Pay attention to this one. To describe an action that started in the past and was interrupted by another action. Or actually, we can say this, to describe an action that was in progress in the past and was interrupted by another action. Okay, so in this case, we are going to mix two tenses. The first one may be, not all the time, past progressive. And the second one, simple past. For example, we have this. Help me with this one. Let's see. Kayla.
Hello. I was making a deposit at the bank when three men started a robbery.
Very good. So we have, I was making a deposit at the bank when three men started a robbery. So, Fernando. Fernando, right? Yes, Fernando. Was this action completed? Did I complete this action? I was making a deposit at the bank. Did I complete this action? Fernando?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
No, it wasn't completed
Why not?
because it was interrupted.
There you go. So this action was never completed. Teacher, how do we know that? Because we don't know, we don't have more information here. And I have this here. So I was making a deposit at a bank when, so my action was interrupted. When three men started a robbery. Okay. So, Flor Zuniga, what is the difference between this tense and this tense? Because I have two. I was making a deposit at the bank. That's my number one. Three men started a robbery. What's the difference between those tenses?
It's about like one person and then three person different. Right.
Three different people. Three different people.
Okay. And the action, I don't know.
Very good. The action. There you go. So the action. Let's see what else. Samuel. Vamos, Samuel. Nelson.
I think there are two different tense because in the first
Okay.
one we're using the past continuous, and then we are using past perfect.
Past perfect. Do you agree, Alex Diaz? Are we using past perfect?
Well, I don't know, but I think it's a simple past. Well, I don't know. I don't have idea.
There you go. Yeah, actually, that's right. So, Nelson, very good.
Oh,
First, in the first sentence, we are using past progressive. But in the second one, we're using simple past. Past perfect is another topic, very complicated. But now we're going to stick with only past progressive and simple past. So that was awesome. Very good, guys. And I need you to pay attention to this, okay? When. So we have another here. Let's see, help me with this one. Andrea. Andrea, ¿eres?
Adriana.
I am sorry. Adriana, sorry, Adriana.
It's okay. You said
Sean,
Sean and I were walking home when we saw a car crash.
very good. Sean and I were walking home when we saw a car crash. So pay attention to this one, to this little detail. So we're walking, then the second action after when, it's in simple past. Let's see. Angel.
I broke my leg when I was roller skating.
Very good. I broke my leg when I was roller skating. So pay attention. In this sentence, the past progressive is first. And this one, the past progressive if is later. Is after this one. Is it okay? Is it the same meaning? If I say I was roller skating when I broke my leg, is it the same information? Guys?
Yes, I think it's the same.
Yes, actually, it is the same information. Okay, so it is not been affected. I was roller skating when I broke my leg. I broke my leg when I was roller skating. But the information is the same. Now let's see. I'll actually see here. Let's pay attention to this video, please.
I was cleaning, you were cooking, he was playing, they were looking side by side.
This is Side by Side TV News Morning Edition.
Can you hear, guys? Can you listen to the video?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Guys, pay attention because I'm going to ask you some questions.
With Bob Rogers and Jackie Williams, Maria Hernandez with the weather, and Chip Stevens on sports.
Good morning, everybody. Along with Jackie Williams, I'm Bob Rogers. Well, as you all know by now, there was a blackout in Centerville last night. The lights went out all over town.
Side-by-side TV news reporter Scott Mason is standing by downtown to find out what people were doing last night when the lights went out. Scott, are you there?
Okay, guys, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about?
About like I forgot the word.
We're-
Blackout.
He's talking
Blackout.
about the people that last
I
night.
think.
A blackout in the city.
Yeah, actually, we're talking about a blackout, or also called power outage. Okay, power outage, not electricity. Okay, in town. So let's pay attention. Very good.
Jackie, it seems like everybody in town is talking about the blackout last night. Everyone has a story to tell. What were you doing last night when the lights went out?
I was washing the dishes, and my wife was giving.
So, what was the man doing when the lights went out? He was washing his hands. He was washing the dishes.
Washing the
Second
dishes.
one.
Washing the dishes.
Washing the dishes.
Very good. That's it. Okay, let's continue.
I was giving the baby a bath.
I was washing my clothes at the laundromat, and suddenly everything got.
So, was she doing the laundry? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes, she was
Are you sure?
during the laundry.
No.
Are you sure? It was yes or no?
Repeat it again.
Let's see.
I was giving the baby a bath.
I was washing my clothes at the laundromat, and suddenly everything got.
So, was she doing the laundry?
Yes.
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 Why do you doubt? Don't hesitate. Very good. Yeah, she was.
And got dark. My husband and I were watching TV, and our children were doing their homework.
Okay, what were her children doing? They were doing the homework. They were doing the housework.
They
The
were doing
homework.
the homework.
Homework.
Number
First
one?
Yes, the first one.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Ah, very good. Let's continue.
And what were you doing last night when the lights went out? Excuse me.
Yeah?
What were you doing last night when the lights went out?
Did the lights go out last night?
Yes, the lights went out all over town.
Huh. How about that? I didn't even know. I was listening to music all night.
You were listening to music, but there was no electricity.
Okay, Okay, so was the boy listening to music on the player? On a CD player, I mean. Yes, he was. No, he
Yes.
wasn't.
I think yes.
What else?
Information.
Huh?
There's no information about that.
That's true.
There is no information. Yeah, actually, you're right. But guys, what is a CD player?
Mm,
Is for listen music, I think.
Yes, it is actually something that we used to listen to music. So this is a CD player. Okay. So does this work with electricity?
Of course it does.
It does, of course. So was the boy listening to music on a CD player? Yes, he was. No, he wasn't.
No,
No, he wasn't.
No, he wasn't. That's logic, right? So let's pay attention to the video. Very good.
Electricity.
Batteries.
Oh.
So you see, Bob and Jackie, everybody's talking about what they were doing last night when the lights went out. But why did the lights go out? To find the answer, side-by-side TV news reporter Gloria Rodriguez is standing by at the main office of the power company.
Before we continue to this part, guys, do you consider any actions were interrupted here? Were some actions interrupted?
Yes.
Yes.
Why yes?
But the
Because
blackout.
everybody was doing something when the blackout
Very good.
occurred.
Yeah, actually, yes. So everybody was doing something when the lights went out. Very good. So those actions were interrupted by this other action. Let's pay attention to
Gloria?
this one.
I'm here at the main office of the Centerville Power Company with Fred Watts, the company's Director of Public Information. Mr. Watts, what happened last night?
Well, Gloria, as you know, the lights went out all over town.
Yes, we know that, Mr. Watts. Can you tell us why?
Well, we aren't sure yet. We know it was raining very hard when the blackout occurred, but we aren't certain that's the reason for the problem. We're working on it.
Mr. Watts, is it true that you were all having a big party here last night and nobody was watching the controls?
Absolutely not. We were working here and doing our jobs as usual.
So, were they having a party last night? Yes, they were. No, they weren't.
No, they weren't.
Okay.
How he said.
Okay, do you
Yeah.
agree? Do you agree, guys? No, they weren't.
Yes, I
No.
agree.
So actually, that's what he says, right? But we don't know. So yes, I agree.
He looks very suspicious, actually.
Right. He looks very suspicious.
Well, thank you for talking with us, Mr. Watts. So, Bob and Jackie, that's what we know right now. It was raining very hard last night, and perhaps that's the reason the lights went out all over town.
Perhaps.
This is Gloria Rodriguez.
Perhaps.
Live from the power company for Side by Side TV News.
He looks suspicious.
Thank you, Gloria. Whew, what a night. What were you doing last night when the lights went out?
I was washing the dishes.
How
So, what was the man doing? He was eating his dinner or he was washing the dishes?
Washing the
He was
dishes.
washing the dishes.
Washing the dishes.
How about your wife? What was Doris doing last night when the lights went out?
She was taking a bath.
I was still working in the building. Did you hear what happened to the station manager and his wife?
No. What were Mr. and Mrs. Green doing last night when the lights went out?
They were riding in the elevator.
Oh, that's terrible.
So we have the last one. What were Mr. Green and Mr. Green doing when there was power outage? They were working in the building. They were riding the elevator.
Right in the elevator.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Yes, I think so.
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, actually, that's the right answer. Very good. Let's continue.
Coming up, a robbery on River Street. We'll be back in a moment.
All right. All right. Let's continue. So we have this. Help me with this one, please. Let's see. Samuel, help me with this one, please.
Mark was doing the
No,
dishes.
this one.
To describe two actions that were in progress at the same time in the past.
Very good. To describe two actions that were in progress at the same time in the past. Okay, so let's read the example. Fatima.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Mark was doing the dishes while Sarah was cooking dinner.
Okay, very good. What's the difference between this sentence and the previous sentences? What's the difference? So I told you to pay attention to something. What's the difference?
The two actions, how do you say it?
So two actions are in past progressive, of course. Very good. What
No.
else do you see?
While was while
But happened
Before it
at the
was
same
away.
time.
Very good. Both actions are happening at the same time. What else, guys? What do you say?
when and while.
There you go. This little thing here. While, and in here, I was using when. Oh, while Mark was doing the dishes while Sarah was cooking dinner. Okay, so two actions were happening at the same time, and I am using while. Very good observation, guys. So yes, two actions happening at the same time, I'm using while. Very good. Let's continue. Help me with this one, Gilma.
He was sleeping in his bedroom while she was listening to music in the backyard.
Very good. He was sleeping in his bathroom while she was listening to music in the backyard. So now we have this. Negative. Help me with this one, please, Fernando. Structure.
Negative. Subject plus was were plus not plus ing verb plus complement.
Very good. And we have a sentence. Actually, this is very easy. It's pretty easy. Fiorella.
Okay, they were not driving out of town when the police pulled them over.
Very good. They were not driving out of town when the police pulled them over. Okay, what's this, guys? What is the meaning of this? Pull over. What is that? An idea?
When the police requires that you stop on the street.
Very good. When the police officers require you to stop when you're driving on the street. Like, for example, hey, bicho, párate ahí. Sounds weird, right? But yes, actually, that's the way this works. The police officer stopped me. Yeah, actually, it sounds weird. It sounds okay, but it sounds weird somehow. So in this case, the correct way will be, the police pulled me over. Okay, but in this case, because we're using they, we're gonna change this. Okay, so they were not driving out of town when the police pulled them over. Very good. So let's see. Okay. Flor Suniga, tell me a sentence using past progressive.
I was studying while my friend was working.
My friend was or my
Studying,
friend?
working. Yes. Studying is like, oh, forget it.
Okay, so guys, were these two actions happening at the same time? Were these two actions happening at the same time, or was this action interrupted?
At the same time.
At the same time. Now tell me an action, Fernando, thank you. Now tell me an action that was interrupted.
Was making dinner when my mother arrived home.
Very good. So pay attention to the difference. I'm using when and I'm using simple past. Awesome. Samuel.
I was listening to music when my brother came home.
Excellent. Let's continue, please. Adriana.
Yes, I was watching TV when I remember I when I remember to do the homework.
Okay, very good. Alex.
We were sleeping when the rain falls.
Excellent. We were sleeping when the rain
Falls.
is it falls or
Fell.
fail?
It fell because it's in past.
Yes, fail because it is in past. Flo, no. Gilma.
She was playing video games when her mother called her out.
Ooh. Call her out. So she was angry, right? Her mom was angry. Luis. Luis. Barriere.
I was doing exercise when you interrupt me.
Okay. Oops, interrupted me. Yeah, it is. Uh-huh.
And the next one, I was sleeping while my dog was barking a lot.
I was sleeping while my dog was barking a lot. Fiorella, very good. Thank you, Luis.
I was watching Netflix while when my mom called me out for dinner.
Okay. Fatima.
Yes. I was drinking water when the teacher called my name. Yeah, that happened.
Right now. Oh my.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. Who's missing? Who's missing? Nobody? Nelson.
Me, yeah.
Nelson, yes.
And I was playing video games when the class started.
Really?
Not really, but that's my sentence.
Yes, excellent. I was playing video games when the class started. Perfect. So now let's continue. So remember, in English, we can use contractions. Actually, we don't have this in Spanish, but in English, we like to shorten words. So the contractions that we have, Fernando. Fernando.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Were not. Weren't.
Very good. So we have were not, weren't. What about this one? Alex.
Was not, wasn't.
Very good. So actually the pronunciation of this one is like a lazy person, like wasn't, was not. Because it sounds weird when you say wasn't, wasn't, was not. Now I prefer to say was not, wasn't. Now let's practice with this. This is the last activity. Any questions so far, guys? Do you have any questions about this topic so far? No? Okay, let's continue.
No.
So in here, we have some words and some sentences in both simple past and past progressive. So we're going to read the context and we're going to select the correct answer. For example, if I ask you, let's see, Fernando Rincan, the first one.
Okay, just let me read.
Tracy. Actually, this is a dialogue, it's a conversation.
I will go for, did you see that TV programming about dolphins last night?
Do you see? Okay. Continue, Alex. So we have Ismail.
The complete sentence.
Just this part.
Well, no, I didn't.
Nelson, continue.
Oh,
Nelson Lemus.
Yeah, I'm reading.
Okay.
I was, I don't know. Yeah, maybe was.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know.
Coach, I think that in the last one is I didn't see it.
And this one.
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Let's change it.
Oh,
Guys, remember,
it helped
Flor
me.
said this. Huh?
It
I know.
helped me because I think I can put I was studying at that time.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. So, no, I didn't see. I was studying at that time. Continue, please. Let's see. Gilma.
Was it a good program?
Was it a good program? Continue, please, Fatima. Oh, yes.
Oh yes, I love dolphins.
The sentence ends here. So this is the complete sentence.
Okay. I went to Florida last year.
Florida.
Florida.
Last year. But
I didn't see any alligators there.
no, but where is didn't he here? Didn't see.
Oh no.
Flor
Sorry.
told me to change this one. Flor
Maybe
told me to
he
change.
wants to change it again.
Yeah.
Do you want to change? Do you want to change it again? Do you want me to change this and put it here?
Yes.
And what about this one?
No, I didn't.
Didn't.
Yeah. Let's continue. Adriana. No. Who's talking right now? Who's talking? Gilma, right? Adriana, continue.
Do you study for the test?
Do you study for the test? Continue, Samuel. Samuel?
I was studying to study.
Okay. But I don't see that option here.
And was studying is the red one.
This one, I was
Yes.
studying. Okay. Continue, please.
And started.
Okay. Let's see. Teacher.
No.
Okay, so we have a mistake there. Let's see. So what's the correct answer here? So let's see. Not much. I was studying to study. So what's the correct answer here? Let's try once again. So what is the first one, guys? Tracy, that TV program about dolphins last night? Fiorella.
Did you see?
Okay, did you see? Very good. Fiorella, this one?
Did you see the TV program about? No, I didn't.
No, I didn't. This one, Alex. I?
I started. No. I was studying.
Oops, I was studying at that time. Continue, Flor.
Okay. Was it a good program?
Was it a good program? Tracy, oh yes, I love dolphins. I
went
to Florida last year, but
Didn't see.
I didn't see.
I didn't see any alligators there. For the test,
Did you study?
Did you study for the test? Not much. I
Was going.
was going to study, but then the program
Started.
started and I couldn't stop watching it. OMG. Oh my
Teacher,
God. Yes.
in that case, was going, was trying, and was starting are good for me, actually.
So I
But
was trying to study, but then the program started. I was going to study. Uh-huh. But what? Should I click on enviar respuestas? Should we try?
Yes.
Let's
Yes.
see.
Yes.
Oh, so actually,
Oh my God.
Fernando, you're right. Actually, in this case, the
I
correct
was
answer.
trying.
I was trying. Let's see. Yeah, you're right. I was trying to study, but then the program started. Very good. Yeah. Guys, do you have any questions about this topic? Any questions about
is
this
there
topic?
any reason why we should say was trying?
Actually, I don't think so. I think it depends on the context in this case. So the person who made this, that person chose this answer because actually it works. I was going to study. That's fine. And in this case, I was trying to study. I think those works. So it depends. Actually it depends on the person who did this. But both work. I think that the person who made this, who did this, that person thought that was trying was the best option. So that's fine. It works as well. But if we say I was going to study, so that works. That works as well. Do you have any questions about this?
No.
Are you
No.
sure? So can I ask you? Let's see. So guys, tell me, when do we use past progressive? Hey, when do we use past progressive, guys?
Uh,
Hmm.
to describe an action that started in the past.
But was
Okay.
interrupted by another action.
Okay, so you complemented Gilma's explanation. Yeah. Fernando, huh?
For describe two actions that start in the past at the same time.
To describe two actions that started in the past at the same time. So, for example, my sister did the laundry and I did the dishes. Is that okay?
Yes, but are not progressive.
Ah, but those actions started in the past and were completed in the past. So what's the correct explanation, Fernando, in this case? What's the correct explanation?
Actions that are made simultaneously on the past?
Are you reading on Google? Are you
No.
using Google? Okay. So guys, pay attention. So we use, as you said, past progressive to describe two actions that were in progress, that were happening at the same time in the past. To describe an action that was in progress, that was happening in the past, starting in the past, but was interrupted by another action. And to tell a story. So, for example, Let's suppose that I am a police officer. So I'm doing an investigation about a murder. Okay. So a man was killed. So I go to your house and I ask you, for example, Adriana, what were you doing last night?
I was doing homework.
So I was doing homework. I have nothing to do with this situation. Okay. So we use this a lot in English, especially when you are being, I don't know, like when you're being asked by a police officer about some events. Okay. What happens if I ask you, Fernando, hey, Fernando, what were you eating last night?
Sorry.
What were you eating last night?
Last night I was eating fish and chips.
Very good. Nelson, who were you eating with?
I was eating with my parents.
Alex, who were you visiting last week?
Well, I visited my family.
Repeat.
I was visiting my family.
Very good. Adriana Perez.
Yes.
Let's see. Were you playing with your cousin last night?
No, I wasn't.
No, you wasn't. Very good. So guys, don't forget this topic because it's very important. So tomorrow we are going to start with another topic that I actually don't remember. Tomorrow we are going to start with present perfect continuous. So do you remember present perfect? Guys, do you remember present perfect?
Yes.
Yeah,
This was the first class.
yeah, actually that was the first class. So in this case, we're going to combine present perfect and continuous. Okay, so I remember one of you asked me last class, teacher, what is an action verb and what is an non-action verb? Do you remember the answer to that question?
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay, very good. So guys, tell me what is a non-action verb?
That depending the physical movements.
Very good. It depends on the physical movements. So an action verbs is like the other way, right? So with action verbs, we care about the physical movements. Do you guys consider that we can use progressive with non-action verbs? Guys, do you guys consider that we can use present progressive, past progressive, and present perfect progressive with non-action verbs?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Triana. So that is going to be your homework. Okay, so guys, the homework for tomorrow is answering this question. Can an non-action verb being used in progressive tenses? I'm going to send you that homework over WhatsApp, okay? So, I need you to write the explanation that you found on internet, okay? And send it over. And I need you to write first your name. For example, Fernando Rincan is going to send me a message. So, Fernando Rincan, teacher, this is the explanation I found. An action verbs, blah, 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 blah. Okay? For tomorrow. The due date is going to be 6 p.m. Any questions about homework? No? Okay.
This is only for non-action verbs.
Only for non-action verbs. The homework is, can and an action verb being used in a progressive tense. So if you don't have questions, let me check the attendance.
I have a question.
Tell me.
But how much do we have to complete on the platform?
That's a very good question. Thank you, Adriana. Give me 1 second. Let me share my screen so for you to see. Okay, can you see the screen?
Yes.
Okay, so this is our course. I can see here your progress. Alvarado Arce, 3%. Barrier Lara, 7%. Caballero de Quesada, not started. Al Arevalo, not started. Aquino, not started. Chavez Uniga, 10%. And this is me, 6%, but I'm the teacher, so I know this already. Delgado, 6%. Zuniga, 10%. Very good. So you need to complete Unit 1. Okay, so this was actually the first week. We were talking about present perfect and simple past. Cooking vocabulary. Do you remember the vocabulary? Squeeze, great, need. So this unit should be completed. Unit number 2, childhood memories. I used to play with my friends. Hey, do you used to visit your mom? Questions practice. Unit 2 should be completed. The present perfect continuous, no. So you only need to complete Unit 1 and Unit 2. So in here, you're going to find the topics that we don't cover during the class. Because if you have noticed, we only have 1 hour class, okay? So we don't cover everything. So that's the reason that you have the platform. And actually, I like this platform because we have many things. For example, affirmative, what was that? Affirmative from practice. I jumped the rope. Instruction, write affirmative sentences, blah, 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 blah. And you have the structure here. Continue. Continue. Question. So you practice here. You have listening. We have this as well. Okay. So you need to complete Unit 1 and Unit 2. Or let's see, for Thursday. So you're going to have 4 days. Any questions? No questions? Okay.
No.
Oscar Alvarez. Oscar Alexander.
I'm here.
Okay. Luis Santiago. Luis Santiago.
I'm here. I'm here.
Jose Abdulio. This is the second day. It doesn't connect. Keila Eunice, not here. Edwin, not here. Adriana Margarita.
Present.
Lizzie Fiorella, I saw you there.
Here.
Jennifer Damaris. Gilma, I saw you.
Present.
Itchel.
Here.
Saraí.
Here.
Andrea. Fabiola. Not here. Okay, thank you very much, guys, for connecting today. So I will see.
Teacher,
Yes.
I'm new and Nelson too, so
Yeah.
Here I was not mentioned again.
yeah.
Who is missing? Nelson, Samuel, and
Fernando.
Fernando. Okay, guys, so you can stay with me right now. The rest you can go for now. Just give me 1 second. Let me. 1 second.